it's your pathetic weeb! And today, I'm going to ever so slightly talk about a genre on this channel that I don't usually talk about, with a series that, for once, doesn't show you any titties. Aww. Who am I kidding? Of course it shows titties. I'm not a monster. But it is a series with a genre that I rarely talk about on this channel, and that is horror. And as someone who really loves the horror aspect in manga, I gotta talk about it a little bit. And the series I'm going to be talking about today is one that I've heard around as it was created by the ever-famous Ryukishi07, and that series is Harem Royale. Personally, I am not a giant fan of the harem genre, as I find it quite cliche and repetitive, so when I saw a horror aspect mixed in with it, my first thought was, oh shit, these are gonna be some yandere bitches fucking killing each other. But to my pleasant surprise, it was actually the exact opposite of that. Instead, the story is about a group of girls that are forced into competing with each other to gain the unknowing male lead's favor, are the losers instead, who don't get picked by the male lead, get sent to hell where they are mercilessly tortured and killed for all eternity. It is essentially the Fortnite of waifus. The quirk? None of them actually really like the male lead that they're supposed to woo, and fuck! If I don't love that aspect in a harem manga, where the girls are so much in love with this nothingness of male lead character usually, due to the girls having to comply with the demon that created the game, they have to complete each task given to them in order to appease the male lead and help in determining who he believes is best girl. But because they were made for that reason, they are often quite lewd. We got tasks like rubbing your butt on him, or taking your used panties and rubbing them on his face, or,
Hey, big bro. How is it? Do you like Lero's underdeveloped boobies?
I worry for our world. But while the girls are competing with each other, they are also trying to escape this game without anyone having to be sent to hell. And that is where the best girl comes in! Oh yeah, hate me more, baby. Our female lead, Sirika, is the leader of our harem group that is trying to figure out how to escape with her subordinates, the Hime class president, the big-boobed Ikitusen wannabe, and all through this manga, there is plenty of light-hearted comedic scenes that make this come off as a normal comedic manga that has a supernatural catch. But there's one thing that Ryukishi is phenomenal at that we just cannot ignore, and that is his ability to make something seem so happy and innocent and then suddenly turn into something dark and miserable. His ability to make scenes that are happy go into such a fucking tirade of psychological horror. It's just, that's like this, God molded that brain. We may get a spare titty here and there to distract us from our waifu's imminent doom, but we do get reminded of it soon enough anyway. With the girls constantly trying to escape this game by finding loopholes via game strategizing, they are at the mercy of the demon who created the game. So if their plan of escape fails, the chances of their survival grow slimmer and slimmer, and the demon controlling the game isn't afraid to remind them of what eternal torturing feels like. Due to the fear of losing the game, even in its most comedic moments, there is always an air of desperation and darkness apparent. And although the girls are working together now, I do estimate that at some point we're going to be taking bets as to which waifu is going to live. And you'd be stupid if you think it's the lolly. I mean, what anime has the lolly ever won? Okay, and one other thing that I really love about this manga is the translation of it. I just fucking love when translators add memes or have one really fucked up line, because they're just perfect for reaction images. It can really add some comedy to the scenes. Like, for example, there is a girl who knows a life or death secret and isn't telling them what they want to know. And this bitch is literally just, her line is, "This ain't it, chief!" Or the ever-poetic line of our lolly character making the male lead touch her underdeveloped boobs. This is a series that satirizes the cliche anime girl tropes with a healthy dose of death game thrown in there. And honestly, that makes for a great recipe. I used to think the use of comedy and horror mixed together would never really turn into a really great combination, as usually one overtakes the other, but Ryukishi, being the genius that he is, has made both of them equal. This is a series that I will definitely be keeping up with. I really, really love it, and once I finished the first volume, I knew I had to make a video on it. I know you guys probably hate this video because it doesn't have enough coochie, but we'll survive. Although the main focus of the series is game strategizing in order to escape being tortured for eternity, I feel like I didn't need to use my brain in this series as much as I used to need to in Ryukishi's other works like Higurashi. And that's another reason I really love this series, because it's just one that most of the time you can just mindlessly enjoy. There's only one English translated volume available right now, but there are 4 altogether, so it's quite a small series. 4 volumes actually suits the series perfectly, because I feel like if it was ongoing, we just reach volume 26 and just start screaming at our book, "Why don't you fucking die already?" If you are interested in purchasing this book, you can buy it off of Bookwalker. Use coupon code Sydsnap for 600 yen off of your first purchase after making an account. I truly recommend you read this manga if you are a fan of horror as well as death games and you want a unique story that isn't a bunch of classmates in a room and then they get a text message and then they start fucking killing each other. So definitely check this out, guys. Have I ever steered you wrong with titty? Thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I want to do this video as just a kind of a quick recommendation. I am working on a few other videos that are of the metamorphosis kind. So I just thought I'd throw this in there while I'm working on all of these different kind of things. For a manga channel, I realized that I don't really recommend a lot of manga, And I love making the content I do, but because it is so odd, it is often demonetized. So if you are thinking of supporting this channel, then please type in this link here or check the link in the description. Thank you guys, and bye-bye!
All along.